Listen, I just finished Our Violet Ends by Chloe Gong, and so this is the sequel to Our Violet Delights, right? Yes, that's the title. And it was everything I could have ever wanted. I'm gonna be so real with you. So this is a Romeo and Juliet retelling set in like 1920s Shanghai between a Chinese and Russian mafia gang. I don't know if they're exactly mafia, but they're definitely a gang. So there's like the Chinese gang, and then there's the Russian gang, and there it ends. And there's also like some weird science-y magic monster going around that they have to figure out who's killing all their population. And you have like the communist revolution going on, and you have people revolting against the government, and you have people revolting against, hey, we don't want our town being led by gangs anymore. What's going on? And then like one of my favorite parts of this book was the fact that there is so much just like language involved. Like our main girl, I don't know if she's like technically they're shared, but she really focused on Juliet. Her name is Juliet. But she is from the Chinese gang, the Scarlets. They call themselves the Scarlets, and she spoke Chinese. Like there's actual Chinese written in the book, but there's also like there's like the French part of town, and so there's also like French written in. And then there's not a lot of Russian spoken. His name is Roma, technically Roman, but he goes by Roma. He doesn't speak a lot of Russian, but I'm like, the nickname he calls her is Russian, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it because I can't. And like, I loved like all the like language. I'm like, I don't know what this means, but okay, sure, that's what we're saying. And like, I just loved it so much, and it did a great job of being a Romeo and Juliet retelling. Because I feel like if you're a retelling of something, you have to have like criteria to be that, and it fits it. You know, we have fake deaths. It has like, it doesn't have it word for word, but like there's a play on what do you call a rose by like any other name, whatever that like actual quote is. There's a play on that in there. And like, spoiler warning, but also not really because it's Romeo and Juliet, they both die, which is like really devastating and really sad. And when I'm like reading it and I'm like, oh, they're gonna have a happy ending, and they're so in love, and they're so like, they're gonna beat the monster, and they're gonna like conquer together, and they're gonna end the blood feud. It's just like, oh, it's Romeo and Juliet. Of course they die at the end, because let's be so real, if they didn't die, I would be so upset. But they do, and I'm like also upset because it's like, I didn't want them to die actually. I wanted them to die because it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling. I didn't actually want them to die, and now like, but it was so good. I loved it. I loved the historical aspect of it. It was done really well. I liked the monster part. I loved the retelling part. Like, 10 out of 10 book, and I gave it 4.5 stars, and it was really beautiful. Like and subscribe.